Sometimes as performers, we might make the mistake of thinking that our audience is looking for us to be flawless. And in this video, I want to talk to you a little bit about my experience in overcoming that belief and sharing with you why it's more important to lead with love instead of trying to be perfect. Hi, my name is Chris Ekblom, and I play guitar for senior communities and make everybody happy with guitar music and singing. And I want to share with you a little bit of information today to help you get started and to help you get off on the right foot by getting your mental game in the right place. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the philosophy of performing. Sometimes we might make the mistake of thinking that we need to be perfect and we need to do everything exactly by the book, and our audience is expecting us to never make a mistake, just like I do sometimes when I'm speaking. I want to make sure that you start thinking about your shows and your gigs that you've booked, not so much in a way that I need to be perfect, but more so I'm going to do the best that I can and I'm going to lead with love. There are a lot of times when you're playing a show and you might forget the words to the song, or you might forget the next chord that you're playing. Sometimes we make a mistake and we're human beings and this happens. But I don't want this to stop you from doing shows and continuing anyways. Sometimes you may freeze and stop completely and just put the kibosh on the whole thing. But I think it's more important to have a different approach. I think it's more important to think about your audience wanting you to be yourself. It's more important to be authentic than to be perfect. It's more important to go out there and try to embrace the entire experience when you do awesome songs and you play the songs the best you're able to, and when you do songs that you may have made a mistake but pursued and continued anyways. I want you to start thinking about leading with love. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is basically your audience wants you to succeed and they want to see you having a good time, being excited to be there, and being genuinely happy that you are sharing the music that you love. It's so important to overcome that belief that we need to be perfect, because no matter how well we do, no matter how good our songs are, there's always going to be room for improvement. But I don't want this to stop you, and I don't want you to get frustrated. When I first started doing shows, and especially when I started getting paid to perform, I used to think that everything that I did needed to be perfect. I'm not saying go out there and wing it. I'm saying do the best that you can and embrace your own imperfections, because we all make mistakes sometimes. When you're playing for senior communities, the residents there are excited to see a new entertainer. They're happy that you're there. They want to learn a little bit about you. They want to know where you're coming from. They want to know a little bit about your life experiences and how your life experiences may relate to them. Thinking about the songs that you play, thinking about how they're going to feel during your show, and putting their needs before your own is such a huge step up when you're looking to be a performer. You want to make them feel really good and really happy. You love that you're there, and you basically want to communicate that with your music and with your communication and with your stories. When you're doing a show, I found that sometimes we've rehearsed the song so many times, we may have a tendency to daydream. We're doing a song, ho-hum, we've always done this song, but for the audience, this isn't just hearing a song. Yes, they may have heard this song before, but you need to bring them on emotional experience, on a journey with you through this song. When you're playing this song, immerse them in this music. Share with them, with your physiology, with your gestures, with your smiles, with your cheer, with your personality. Share with them that you love this song and you can't wait to share it with them. Be happy. Communicate to them physically that you're happy to be playing this song and sharing this moment and sharing that it makes you feel really good to play for them. This is a sign of respect. Being respectful to the audience is showing them that you are professional. You are understanding that they are there to feel a certain way. You're there to entertain them and to share songs and share music, but they want to feel something. When you're in a retirement community, Sometimes the residents don't get a lot of entertainment. Sometimes they get a lot of great entertainers coming in and going, and they've got a lot going on. Sometimes that's not the case. And you need to be respectful to that and say to yourself, I want to bring them on this experience with me. When you're playing a song and you feel something inside, you want your audience to feel that same thing. It might be a sentimental song. They might be thinking about their husband that they lost, or a time when they were younger and healthier. You want to bring them on that experience with you and communicate to them through your music and through your language and through your tonality and through your gestures and everything that you can, that you love being able to share this music with them. It's not ho-hum anything. It's more hi-ho. So let's go and do a great song. Sometimes we might do a song that we've rehearsed a bajillion times, and we have a tendency to maybe start projecting ourselves into the future and thinking about what we're going to be playing next, or what we're doing after the show, or mistakes that we made before the show. It's very, very important to stay present. And sometimes when I'm doing a song, I see maybe some of my audience members, some of them are looking out the window, some of them are getting up and maybe leaving for whatever reason. Being present, embracing those moments, and continuing through and leading with love is so important. It shows your audience that you care. Sometimes we might get nervous during a show. Sometimes we have those anxieties, sometimes we get a little bit of stage fright, but if you just shift your mindset to leading with love, you're gonna make the biggest difference in your whole show. Decide before you've even played a single note at that show that you are gonna have fun and you're gonna love the experience. And I promise you that will make the world of difference when you're performing. So get out there, have fun, do your best, embrace the experience, lead with love. I'll see you next time.